want to give double honors to the apostles, the GMS of rule of well. Please bless the salutations to the hopefully elect out there scattered abroad, scattered across the four corners. How's everybody hearing? Those where you can hear me. I got a lot. It's a lot of cars going by, but as you can see, polight, no light, has been sentenced to time in jail, prison. Due to the nasty, wicked act that he has done. The graping, the esting, the lusting, and the drugging of an underage, a minor, and something that he accused us of doing, false accusations. And the one thing I can say about guys like Polight, you have his follower, Dr. Z York. You have a lot of those guys that are slick with the tongue. They can, come back with a comeback very quick. They can rap you with words, big words, intelligent words that sound very eloquent. Which I could say, hey, that nigga, if you wasn't really up to date, up to par, and knew what you were preaching and knew what you were talking about, he would rap laps around you. But see, guys like him, have a lot of deep-rooted issues, inwardly and mentally. And that's why the scripture talks about, the inward man, not to use his word, not to use wisdom. I'm going to get that. We'll see if this is it. So I'm going to start with the full chapter. So 2 Timothy 3. And let me get the G and T. Let me see what it says. So it says, what was this one? So 2 Timothy 3 and 1. Remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful. And Polight was very boastful and conceited. They will be insulting, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, irreligious, and they will be unkind, merciless, slanderers, violent, and fierce. They will hate the good. They will be treacherous, reckless, and swollen with pride. And they will love pleasure than Yahweh Shah. Because again, he didn't like what he heard. And see, guys like him, I've been around a lot of guys like him. They wanted to seek out wisdom. They wanted to sound so eloquent. They just wanted to be that guy. But, deep down inside, when you knew or been around or seen or knew guys like this, it was always something deep. Majority of the time, it was always something deeply rooted, something deeply wicked rooted in them. Meaning, they didn't have a father. Something happened to them. They were touched. Sometimes they were raped. Something lacking. And, when guys, again, when a lot of people, especially Jake, when they get that money, they get that fame, they get the eloquent tongue, a tongue that can, mislead and talk precisely and fast and smooth. They lure a lot of people away. They pretty much use their tongue as a weapon, and their power as a weapon, and wisdom, so-called wisdom that they learn as a weapon to trap Jake. Because remember, Jake is sheep, and that's why that's why the scripture talks about not to handle the gospel in any vain, or in deceitful manner, because again, the Lord will judge, just like you see. It's a fearful thing that fall in the hands of the Lord. Lord's will. I'm not going all over the place, but one thing that the scripture tells us, the ones that know. Even we know that certain things that is in the scriptures, but we can't do. We can't enact. Certain things. We really we know the law. We know Esau's law. We know the law of Yahweh Shem Shah, and we take heed to both, because the Lord can really fuck you up, and then hey, Esau can fuck you up too, and make you a laughing stock. So again, we stay humble and we stay meek, and ultimately we keep pushing our gospel while being circumspect. So it says, he said, they will hold to the outward form of our religion, but reject its real power. Keep away from such people. And even the woman, the chick, and again, she's not innocent either, man, because damn it, you knew what was going on, it's mighty funny. I always see about these women that I've noticed too, and a woman can be down with the most treacherous and vile act of, man. That's why the scripture talks about that tongue, the type of man, type of person you be around, because, Jake is sheep, man. One thing I've noticed about women, man, will be down, even Jake men, they will be down with the most heinous acts and be behind it fully. But when the curtain is, pulled down, the woman, she start crying, and then she start blaming, playing the victim. Like, bitch, you're not innocent either, because again, you probably had hush mouth too. He probably gave you some little bit of money, gave you, the plane rides, etc. And you Jake men, a lot of you guys, you get certain attributes coming, from following a certain dude. You get women sometimes. You get a little stature, a little appearance, a little fame, a little status, and you start feeling good. But all in all, when the curtain is pulled down, that's when Jake play victims. That's why, again, you have to really know. That's why the scripture says, blessed is he who doesn't follow a man that's unworthy, basically like a stupid person. So it says, some of them go into people's houses and gain control over weak women who are burdened by the guilt of their sins and driven by all kinds of desires. Women who are always trying to learn, but who can never come to know the truth. You see that? So going back to the tongue scriptures, we get this one. Sirach 19:6. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth Babylon shall have less evil. See that? So again, scripture talks about talking when it's right, standing up for what is right, and holding your tongue at certain moments. Like the scripture says in Ecclesiastes, I believe the 3rd chapter, there's a time and place for everything. And again, Jake, you really have to be circumspect in these last days, because it's a lot of Jakes out here that may seem, the outward appearance as he's that guy, especially these women, he's tall, he has broad shoulders, he's so charming, he makes me feel so good, he makes me tingle, and you Jakes, he has to be a man of the Lord, or he has to be some guy, some type of fancy, fashionable guy, because just look at him. And again, we're Jake, man. As men, we a lot of us take a liking to a guy. We like his teacher, like his whatever, and we follow certain men. But the thing about it, man, these days these times that we're in, you have to be very circumspect of who you're following. That's why the scripture also always talk about look, what is it? Look at the roughly paraphrasing. Look at the fruit of a person. When you look at Dr. Z York, all he had is wicked, bugged out, confused, all over, tossed to and fro niggas, man. Nubian, Egyptian. God damn it, which one are you? You're black, you're African. The bunch of Captain Jazariak, he brought up what you call it? The freakiness of the wickedness of Egypt. So, hey man, you have to take heed to who you are learning from and following. Going back out. Sirach 28 and 18. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many have fallen by the tongue. See that? Let me see. Sirach 5 and 13. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of man is his fall. One thing about this, that nigga Polight, man, that nigga was very proud. You couldn't tell him nothing. He went and shot up the scriptures, slandered, said this and that about us, and then, got Crips and Bloods to come. I wonder what you Crippy niggas gonna do now, And the whole time, you pointing the finger. That's why you gotta, you really, all jokes aside, that's why you really gotta watch guys that really are, pointing the finger all the times and making accusations all the damn time, because deep down inside, hey, that nigga might be the one doing it. So it says, so Sirach 20 and 7, a wise man will hold his tongue till he sees only, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. See that? So there's a time and a place for everything, Polight, out of all that so-called wisdom, which was, wicked wisdom that he learned from the world, Egyptology and all that's nothing but worldly wisdom. And he didn't know how, just shut the fuck up. Really, he's not wise at all. Basically, he learned out of all that learning and understanding, he so-called a claim that he got. Hey, he didn't know how to keep his ass out of trouble. I guess he didn't. I guess that nigga didn't know where he is. I guess he didn't realize the so-called white man is the Lord and the king of this earth, man. You can't walk around here doing what the fuck you want. Doing wickedness. The scripture talks about that in get this in the GNT. Salaki. This is laws about forbidding sexual practices. This is Leviticus 18 and 17. It says, do not have intercourse with the daughter or granddaughter of a woman with whom you have had intercourse. They may be related to you, and that will be incest. Do not take your wife's sister as one of your wives. So you get the point. Get that, hold on, real quick. Get that in NLT. You see, a lot of times, with those guys that's in the conscience, so-called conscious community, this is what they're into. A lot of forbidden, sexual practices, man. Because the Egyptian doesn't teach that. Really, the Egyptian philosophy, they're into this, man. This is not known in Jake culture, but other nations, Esau, they believe in this madness, man. So it's going back. Yeah, do not have sexual relation with both a woman and her daughter, and do not take her granddaughter, whether her son's daughter or her daughter's daughters, and have a sexual relation with her. They are close relatives, and this would be a wicked act. You see that? So you're not supposed to have a mother that you're dating and then going to her daughter. Going back. Bear with one moment. I believe that was it. Let me double check. Sirach 20, I think, I'm not sure if I read this or not, but Sirach 20 and 18. To slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. You see that? And that nigga was wicked. Polight was wicked as hell. Again, very powerful, boastful, and lied, man. Let me get Proverbs 6:16. Shalaki. So it says, Proverbs 16 through 19. There are 7 things that the Lord hates and cannot tolerate: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that kill innocent people, a mind that thinks up wicked plans, feet that hurry off to do evil, a witness who tells one lie after another, and someone who stirs up trouble among friends. You see that? So what Polight tried to do was stir up through his proudness, through his lying tongue, through his wicked ass. He's wicked, man. His whole demeanor, his whole being is wicked, man. It was really, because even it'd been many accusation of him even scamming and ripping off Jake, man. And the thing about it, this nigga used to act as if he cared for so-called black people. Why the black man do this? Why the black woman do this? Why the this and that? And look at it, you praying. You was like a fucking little terrorist. You was a terrorist, man. You preyed on the weak of our people, man. You fucking, hey, now you got judged. And hey, again, it's not, this is not like a matter that, you'd be like, well, I'm gonna say it, fuck that nigga, but and all in all, this is the, really fear the Lord, because, the Lord is not going to let any wicked man be going punished. And, there's a lot of other people that have said much more, a lot more things, to us as here at GMS, Great Millstone. And again, they're not going to go unpunished, man. But that's pretty much it. Those who was edified. Hey, man, the Lord is really about to start showing judgment on this earth and this place, man. Hey, with that, hey, shalom.